Hello everyone, welcome back to retail management class. In previous class we were having the discussion on visual merchandising. So we have seen what is visual merchandising and how it is important for a retail out for retailer to achieve the objectives and to grab the customer attention. Okay, so you know that visual merchandising, it is a practice in the retail industry of optimizing the presentation of the products and the services to better highlight their feature and benefits, right? So it's all about the way of the presentation of the products and the services in order to highlight your the feature and the benefits of that particular product. The main purpose of this kind of visual merchandising is always to attract the customer, to engage them in the selling and buying process, and to motivate the customer towards making a purchase, right? So that is how the visual merchandising is all about. So in today's class, let us have a discussion on uh, different elements of visual merchandising. Okay, so let us discuss about the elements of visual merchandising. So we know that a great magic which is always created by visual merchandiser in the retail industry, right? So we know that in order to attract the customer, so you should create a magic, you should create a magic over there, so then only you can grab the attention, then only you can capture the attention of the customer or the people who around, who who live over there, who walk over there, right? So this is mainly depends on the visual merchandiser. So here, a visual merchandiser, he has to work with the various elements of visual merchandising, right? So he need, because everything, the success and the failure of the the business or the retail outlet, it is totally depend on the visual merchandiser, one who designed, one who creates a the retail outlet. Okay, so here he has to work as a visual merchandiser. He has to work with the different elements of visual merchandising. So in order to bring out the desired action plans and to see the reaction from the customer. Okay, so it is very important to know the the desired action plans and to see the reaction from the customer when you implement this visual merchandising. Okay, so maybe you will see the reaction from the customer in terms of the satisfaction. Okay, or maybe in terms of the frequent visit, maybe to return for another purchase at the future date. Okay, so these reaction you will find out with the help of different elements or with the help of visual merchandising activities. Okay, so all these things will be done by a visual merchandiser. So let us see different elements. So here we have various elements which includes storefront and store layout and store interior and interior display. Okay, so let us see these elements one by one. So here first element, as we have that storefront, you know that storefront, it's the external appearance or exterior design or the exterior outlook of the retail outlet or the retail store. Because if you keep your store the front of your shop very well or in an attractive way, then it almost captures, it almost grab more customers attention. right? So you have to keep your storefront in a good way, in a creative way, so that you can attract more number of customer. So here storefront, which mainly includes marquee, entrance, and window display. Okay, so here talking about marquee, you know that it's a sign, or it's a logo that is used to display the store name. Okay, I can say that the nameplate what you use for your store. Where will you put up your nameplate of the store? Maybe you may use some of the logo, some of the design, or some of the signboard you use it, right, in order to display the name, to show the name of your retail outlet. So for that, may you may use different the 3D elements, like 3D letters or the 3D pictures, or you may use different drawings or paintings, or different animations, or different technology, lightings, all these things, you will use it, right? So that is totally depend on the shop, what you are going to run, or what you're going to open. Okay, so here again, a market, it is also very important element when it comes to store front, because the signboard, or the nameplate, that is the main attraction of a store, right? Suppose if you have a large, if your store is very big, okay, the size of your retail store is very large, okay, but the nameplate what you have given, or what you have attached, what you have put up there, it is very small. No one can see that. Okay, no one can see the name of that particular retail, because when you have a size of your business in a large, or maybe I can say the size of the retail outlet is very big, then you must use the nameplate in a big, right? You have to use the nameplate maybe in a big letter you have to use. And suppose if you keep it in a a small size, then it is not visible, right? So you have to use that attractive way, and you have to see the size of the the business or the retail outlet too. Okay, and talking about the next element, that is entrance. So here you know that entrance is very big factor that every retailer or visual merchandiser needs to work with it. So he has to create such a good or well entrance, so that customer will be having the convenient and easy to visit your shop. So here these are the entrance which are designed with the customer convenience and store security in mind. So when you are designing the entrance of your shop, so you have to keep in the mind of the customer convenience, and the security of your store, right? So maybe you may use different technology for that, different system you may use it. Maybe you can use automatic doors, maybe like push and pull. Maybe you can use different door system for your shop, of the entrance, or maybe you may keep your entrance as open. Okay, and you may use different fancy handles, fancy handles for the doors, or again you have to in kind of in form of security of your shop, you must use CC camera, right? So you might see in nowadays, like people are using the retailer are using CCTV in their shops mainly. Even they mainly put up the CCTV in front of their shop, the entrance of the shop. So there they keep for the security of the shop. Even they keep a security guard for the entrance too, right? So this is all about the entrance. Even entrance should be very unique and it should be very protective way. Okay, and talking about the next element, that is window display. Here again, window display, you know that it matters a lot, right? So here window display, it act as an introduction of what will be found inside the store. As I told in the previous class, that a customer will only get to know when you display your products. Suppose if you do not display your products, then no customers will see your products and they will not observe anything unless they come inside the shop. Okay, so here you must use different windows display system to display the products. Okay, here it's a kind of the way you display, the way you keep your products to attract the customer. Okay, here by having a good window display, the main attraction is to uh, grab the attention of the customer, or to capture the attention of the customer. And here well display system, which is mainly important. Why? Because to capture the attention of the customer, and window display should be well planned. Okay, so as I told, you have to keep your window display system in a good way, because it help us to increase the sales process. Okay, and maybe you can use different mannequins or the dolls or robotics. Okay, nowadays we can see people use mannequins, like in cloths or in garments. We can find that they use different mannequins or dolls, where they where they used to wear the clothes for all these dolls or mannequins. Okay, uh, and even robotics also they use. Okay, so all these will be a kind of attraction or the capture. Okay, so talking about the next element, that is store layout. Store layout, which describe the overall look and the feel of the interior of a retail store. Okay, it's mainly mainly show the overall look. Okay, the overall outlook of the retail store, and the feel of the interior retail store, which mainly includes the placement of fixtures and products within the store. It's a it's a kind of the way you use the space of the retail store in a unique way. Okay, so it's a way of using the store space in a optimized way. Okay, and it is an important part of implementing the retail store strategy. Okay, here the effective layouts are always designed to expose customers to the most products possible, given the amount of floor space available. Okay, it's like it refers to the way the floor space or the shop store shop space is allocated. Okay, so it mainly includes selling space, merchandise space, personal space, and customer space. Okay, so here talking about the selling space, here selling space includes the interior display and sales demonstration areas and sales transaction area, or I can say wrap desk. So here selling space you must be seeing in any shops that you visit. There you have a separate counter for this, for the salesman, where they show the demonstrate where they demonstrate the product, where they show the samples of the products, right? So example I can give you, we have seen in university canteen. Okay, in the campus there is a canteen. We have seen, if you have visited, you might have observed that once you take up the billing. Once take the bill from the counter, from the cash counter, then you have to take that bill to the the food counter. There you have seen food counter there. So where once you give the bill, then they'll give you the food there. The counter where they give the food, that is called selling space, where they sell the food items. Okay, so here similarly in other shops also we can consider. Okay, so here selling space, it can be includes the area where the sales transaction will be done, or they make sales demonstration. Okay, this is all about talking about the merchandise space. Here merchandise, you know that here they make the arrangements of products. Okay, they keep a separate place for the products. Okay, here I can say it is allocated to items that are kept in a inventory. It's like it's a kind of stocks where they have a separate inventory room, I can say storeroom. Okay, so in simply I can say merchandise is all about the storeroom what the shopkeepers have, like where they have stored, where they have kept the inventory, or the stocks or the items which are pending or which are remaining. Okay, so talking about the next thing, that is personal space. So here personal space, it is mainly for the employees. Okay, personnel here, you have to keep a separate space for the employees. It refers to this break rooms or the lockers facility or the restroom for the employees who are working in that particular retail outlet. Okay, so you will keep the separate space for employees, like for break rooms, or for them a locker facility, and for you were providing the restroom facility. Okay, all these you were providing. That is all about the personal space. Talking about the customer space, here it refers the space meant for comfort and convenience of the customer. Here the customer, you are keeping a separate space for customers, which is very convenient, which is very comfortable for them. Maybe you will have a restroom facility for them, or the dressing room facility, uh, or the maybe the rest again, if the restaurant facility for them, or recreation area of the area for children's. Okay, so all these facility, you'll have for customer. Okay, so here you know that you by having a store layout, it is very important, and you need to always keep a separate, you have to maintain a well space for the shop. Because if you are have arranged the products in a mixed way, suppose you have not keep you have not order wise your products in a systematic way, you have mixed the product like where and there you have kept, then it is very difficult for the customers to select the product, and it is very difficult for the retailer to sell the product, and to choose the product. It is kind of difficult. But if you arrange the products in a systematic way, maybe according to the color wise, or maybe the size wise. Okay, or maybe the design wise or the price wise, if you have ordered, or if you have maintained, then it is a kind of good thing. It is very easy and convenient for customer to select, and to choose the product what they want. Maybe you may use different rack system, or different section you may have. Okay, maybe for the rack you have the space for the rack, where arrange the product in a order wise, or well planned way. Okay, so this is all which mainly speak about the store layout. Okay, so and also by maintaining the space of the store in a utilize, you have to utilize this store space in a good way. Okay, even that is also matter. Talking about the next, that is store interior. Here in store displays, it should be in line with the window display in terms of theme and props. Okay, you can see that the shops, what they have opened, what they have maintained, the window display system, it is all according to the theme and props what they have, right? Again, here it is categorized into different sections, that is high points, focal points, and interior display. Talking about the high points, so here high points, like when a display is placed above the eye level to be viewed from a distance, is called high point. Okay, they are usually on the top shelf of the walls fixtures, featuring the merchandise, stacked, or merchandise hang on that particular wall. Like they are used to demonstrate the use of this merchandise and inspire the fashion trends. Even they can be used to cross merchandise too. Okay, and talking about the focal points, here focal points are dedicated areas within the store for display. Like they display the merchandise tagged or hang around that area, which may be from different departments. They are good sorts to encourage the cross merchandise. Okay, as I explained that you will have a different department, different section for all the products that you have. And talking about the interior display here, it affects the store's image and includes the items such as floor and wall covering, lightings, and the colors, fixtures, and the paintings, or maybe the drawings of what you have used. It is important to create a relaxing and comfortable place for customers to shop. Here, interior display, these are the part of general store interior. It helps the customer to make a selection without personal assistance. And interior display use fixtures and props to showcase the merchandise or the products. Here the props or the elements that are generally classified to decorative or the functional. Like functional props refers to the practical items for holding the merchandise of the product, such as mannequins and short forms. Whereas the purpose of the decorative prop is to enhance the merchandise items, such as uh, trees or tables or maybe cars. Okay, and here again interior display maybe of different types, like closed display, open display, architectural display, and store decorations. Okay, here talking about closed display, here example are like look but you don't touch. They'll have a display, or they'll have a board like look but you don't touch, or maybe they will just say that which requires salesperson assistance, or expensive, or expensive merchandise, or maybe and jewelry display. Okay, and you know that like for certain kind of things like jewelry, or for certain kind of expensive merchandise products, they'll have a separate display system that you can only look but you can't touch it. And even in order to see the product, you require salesperson assistance. That is called closed display, that will be closed. Talking about the open display, it is like you can make you can make the sales, you can touch the products without having the salesperson assistance. Like I can say self service. If you go to a mall, like if you go to a a supermarket, or if you go to a any uh, you know uh, hypermarket or some spar or any kind of, there you have a separate a cart or the box where you can carry, and whichever products you want you can just put it in that, and you can directly go to a counter. You can make the billing. Okay, there you don't need to wait for the salesperson or the sales assistant to explain it. Okay, without help of salesman, you can take the product, you can select the product which one you want, and you can straight away go to a billing counter. You can purchase the product. That is called open display. And talking about the next, that is architectural display. Here architectural display, which are examples for this, like actual room setting and furniture. Okay, and like the you know the room which is decorated with the help of furnitures and fixtures. Okay, and talking about the next type, that is store decorations. Like here you know that store or the shop will be decorated for any holiday such as Christmas or any festivals or any uh, any national festival or any other special occasion. Okay, they'll use different flower decorations or different kind of decorations they use in order to attract and to grab the attention of the customer. Okay, so all these are the main elements of a visual merchandising. So we have seen three different section, that is we have seen storefront, store layout, and store interior. Here in storefront, we have discussed marquee, entrance, and window display. And in store layout, we have seen selling space, merchandise space, personal space, and customer space. And in store interior, we have seen high points, focal points, and interior display. Again, in interior display, we have discussed closed display, open display, architectural display, and store decorations. So by having the good visual merchandiser, you can reflect your brand, and you can engage the shoppers in a in operative way, and you can increase the sales. You can see the growth of the sales with the help of good visual merchandise. Okay, so here whether you are selling the clothes, whether you are selling the hardware or electronic food items or anything else, but a professional visual merchandiser is needed. Okay, a professional visual merchandiser, he can be an important asset to your business. They can help your retail business get the results what you want. Okay, so I hope you're clear with the concept. If you have any doubts, please post your comments below, and thank you for watching the video.